Alright, you guys, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Hit the subscribe button, share the videos. We're trying to get this platform to grow and to get you guys on laugh mode, because as we all know, the whole world is pretty much a shit show. You got people fighting for no reason, stupid shit, problems that should have been resolved centuries ago, like Thailand and Cambodia. This is the 1700s. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? But anyway, the feds raid a Los Angeles home tied to the TikTok cult from a Netflix documentary. People all think that these movies and shit is fake, but nah, bruh, this shit's real. So let's touch into the story. Let's go.
Now to this, a quiet Tujunga neighborhood rocked by flashbangs. Federal agents storm a property tied to the shocking allegations of sex trafficking. That dramatic raid today tied to an alleged TikTok cult.
All right, first of all, before we get any deeper in the story, you know what pisses me off with these brothels and this sex trafficking bullshit? A lot of times, the victims aren't even trafficked. A lot of times, they do that shit by choice. Like, if they're like over 30, 35 and up, they're not fucking trafficked. They're doing that shit by choice. And a lot of these individuals will do anything to get to the next level. So a small percentage of these people are quote unquote trafficked. Let's go.
This is Gina Silva. She joins us now live in Tujunga with more there. Gina?
Well, it may have started as a Netflix documentary, but now it is a full-blown federal investigation. Now, right behind me, this property is usually closed up tight every single day, but today, federal agents ran through that gate.
Attention, anyone inside?
Look behind those two officers. Is that a late 90s model Firebird Camaro? I haven't seen one of those things on the road in years. Not to get off subject. Let's continue.
Come to the front door with your hands up. We have a search warrant.
It sounded like gunshots to me.
In the early morning hours, local and federal law enforcement arrived in this quiet Tujunga neighborhood to serve a search warrant, alleging sex trafficking, money laundering, tax evasion, mail fraud, and COVID-19 pandemic-related fraud.
So those are all separate crimes. That's a lot of charges. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Like I said, the sex trafficking part is probably bullshit, because they're all documented people. Number 2, the money laundering is probably real. The tax evasion is probably real. The mail fraud is probably real. I don't know what the hell would you do with mail fraud. COVID-19 benefits, you know everybody was raking that in. So I believe the first one is more likely bullshit. Let's continue.
Fraud.
It's really, really creepy, and this is a really great, quiet little community, and
Pause. That's where all the shit happens. In the nice, quiet, gated communities. You don't know what's going on inside, on the other side of those walls of a house. You notice you see barely little to no foot traffic, people going in. You're like, okay, how are they able to survive this place? Money laundering, all that shit.
a lot of families.
They must have rammed the gate to get in there. Look at that.
The front gate of the property lies mangled and twisted, clear evidence of a forced entry. Sky Fox captured video of 5 people in handcuffs. This is the same location tied to Shekinah Church and 7M Films, both at the center of serious allegations in a Netflix documentary released in May 2024.
7M, an entertainment company founded by Robert Shin, who's also the pastor of LA-based Shekinah Church.
The documentary, titled Dancing for the Devil, the 7M TikTok cult, alleges emotional and psychological manipulation.
It started out fairly innocuous, but the control slowly grew.
We feel liberated. We feel that...
Yeah, that's the problem. Liberated. That's when shit gets weird. A lot of you liberated people are weird as shit. I swear. Like, y'all just open to anything. It's like you guys are too open. Like, you guys have no boundaries.
Finally, maybe there's a chance for justice to be served.
Melanie Lee joined Shekinah Church at 15 and left in her 20s. She accuses Pastor Shin of abuse and running the group as a cult.
It sounded like the pastor was blowing backs out. That's what it sounded like. When they was underage, the pastor was blowing their backs out. That's what happened. That's how a lot of this shit gets started. Now, when it comes to going to church, I don't trust the people in that motherfucker. Now, being that I'm a 37-year-old single man, I'm doing okay for myself. I could be doing better, but I'm on the way because I'm doing other things. My mom's like, find you a woman in the church. I'm like, are you crazy? That's kind of like looking for somebody online. It's like these women are washed up, leftovers, 304s, overweight, single mothers, sick in the head. It's like, to me, those women in the church are reformed 304s, let alone the women online, pretty much the same damn thing. A lot of times they looking for somebody to mooch off of and rip off. Like the women that you meet in there, you don't even want to let know where you live, like your address. Because you know they're giving it out to other people. Because if they like where you live, they're going to try to get somebody else to clean you out.
After years of urging law enforcement to investigate, she now says she feels vindicated.
I know for a fact that they will find things that he's done that are, you know, evil, and he's a criminal. I can definitely say that, you know, whatever's coming for him, he deserves it.
Oh.
Right now, the search warrant is sealed, so we don't have an idea as to what the agents were looking for at this specific property. But former members say whatever it is, they're confident the agents will find it.
Wow. You know, it's just like the Diddy shit. Sooner or later, it's going to come out. And like I said, with the sex trafficking part, a lot of times it's voluntary. So it's a small percentage of people actually being trafficked. A lot of times it's by choice. Like Cassie is a good example. They tried to get Diddy for sex trafficking and shit. And a lot of it was voluntary. So you can't assume that everybody in this is sex trafficked. Because a lot of times it's voluntary. They just act like a victim once things don't go their way anymore. Or they get older and they're broke, they're not happy, they're unsatisfied, they're broken. So they want to retaliate by being a victim as they get older.
I'll send it back to you in the studio.
How long, Gina, have federal investigators been working this case?
The documentary came out in May of 2024. We don't know how long ago this investigation started, and like I said, the search warrant is still sealed, so we don't know the details. But the former member we spoke with has been part of the investigation, and she says that they've been working very hard on this for quite some time.
So she was probably the initiator. All right. I mean, good for her for coming forward, because she's helping everybody else out that are quote unquote victims if they didn't volunteer. But anyway, this is Kyler Vale. Man. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have some exciting stuff for you. Peace.